Welcome back to Nightchild Reviews, where it always takes 5 women to get you off my mind. Well, it's been announced, Celebration 2025 is happening. It's interesting, I watched a video earlier by Casey Rain of the Violet Reality, really interesting video, and I think he hit a number of the points regarding the celebration. Now, it's difficult for me. On one hand, there's a positive aspect. Absolutely. Celebration is something I think is an incredible thing. I think fans getting together to celebrate Prince, this ongoing legacy, is crucial for Prince, for Prince's legacy. Paisley Park, the home of so much of Prince's creativity, is the hub, understandably. And I also feel that just keeping Paisley Park going is crucial. It's a unique place. No one else has anything like it. And that's something that is amazing. And obviously you get to meet people from all across the world. You get to listen to lots of people, see lots of performances. That's fantastic. I think for me, there are several issues in which the estate could do better. I don't kind of want to be negative, but constructive. First of all, for some reason, and I don't mean this in a kind of horrible way, but June always seems to come as a surprise to the estate. What, June again? What now? What, in the middle of the year? It always comes as a surprise to them, and they always announce Celebration in April, just 2 months before June. Now, for a lot of people in America and outside of America, obviously most of Prince's fans are, spread across the world. That's just 2 months. That's quite a short period of time. People have to book holidays. They have to save up. If you're outside of America, certainly say from the UK, it's a lot of money for tickets. It's a lot of money for travel, a lot of money for accommodation, flights, etc., etc. So 2 months notice. And for people who, work, they have to book time off. It's very late. Secondly, going on to that point, I would say, my friend saw a comedian recently and they bought the tickets 18 months in advance. Now, I'm not suggesting that, obviously. I'm not even suggesting necessarily 12 months, but they could certainly give more than 2 months notice. I think that's becoming an issue for people. This year, the celebration is Purple Rain and Around the World in a Day. It's kind of based on 1985, Prince's life in 1985. So they are moving slightly on from Purple Rain, although it is heavily Purple Rain. But this leads me on to the other point. They haven't announced what's going on. They haven't announced any of the artists. They haven't announced anything that's happening at Celebration. They've kind of hinted it's 1985, so we hope that will include Purple Rain and Around the World in a Day, but they haven't really confirmed anything. It's very vague. Tickets, early bird tickets, go on sale this Monday. So in a day or so's time. This Monday, early bird tickets, which leads me on to the third point. They haven't said how much they are. Now, obviously, when you go to book, that will show you how much they are, but they haven't actually told you how much they are. Now, they obviously know how much they are. They could tell you how much they're going to be on the early bird sale, but for some reason, they've decided not to. Again, that's a bit of an issue because you're going to go onto the website, click onto the link, and then you're going to find out the price. And it may be what you're thinking, it may not. It's just information. These things are presumably planned months and months in advance. Now, I realise, I totally hold my hands up. I totally understand that if you say announce a celebration, I don't know, in January, in September, whatever. If you announce it, I understand there might be last minute changes. I understand some artists may come in at last minute, great surprise. Some artists at last minute may have some issue and they can't make it. I understand that. But these things are planned months in advance. They can't be thrown together at the last minute. I mean, lots of artists, Ida Nilsson, for example, travels and tours all the time. Presumably, they have a schedule and they have to work out dates. I just think these things must be worked out quite a while in advance. So to do this at the last minute just seems very strange, to do it with like about 8 weeks notice. Anyway, the details are on the screen. Obviously, like I said, Celebration, fantastic. I just think telling people what's going on at Celebration, telling people how much it is, telling people the lineup, exactly what to expect, a bit more about the theme. All we've had, literally, is this kind of brief social media post from the Prince Estate, Paisley Park, with a couple of months to go. And I just hope that this sustains itself, because I think it's important. Each year you've got to kind of reinvent Celebration a bit. You've got to improve, you've got to keep people going back, because you've got two groups of people who've never been, you've got to attract those, but also people who've been before who want to see something new, they want to see something different. And whilst it's always fascinating and interesting, and it's also, like I say, a big social event in Minneapolis, I just think it would help a lot of people if these things were planned further in advance, announced further in advance. This is what you're getting, and this is how much it costs. I mean, imagine I said to you, would you like to come to a festival? It's in 2 months' time. Who's at it? Can't tell you. How much is it? Don't know. I mean, it's a bit, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I just think maybe it could be improved in that way. I understand, certainly from watching Casey Rain's video, that there was a lot of feedback last year, as I imagine there is every year, and the estate are taking on board some of that, the things people liked, the things people didn't like. But that's, I don't know how to feel. I'm sorry if it sounds negative. I just love to know your thoughts about this. You know, do you think Celebration great, but can this be done in a better way? And Purple Rain, I've had a lot of people sort of say, you know, it's Purple Rain again. I mean, it is 1985 around the world in a day, May peak in, so that's good, but people are Purple Rained out, obviously. And it's interesting. I mean, obviously it was always going to be the way, because it's the biggest selling album, and it draws in a lot of kind of other fans who are not necessarily hardcore Prince fans. But I understand that the interesting thing, in a sense, will be what the estate do after this year, where they go after this year, what they start to look at, because there's no holding back now. There's no, the Netflix issue is holding up releases. There's no excuse for that anymore. The estate are in control. They can release things. They can set their own schedule. They can have a plan, and that's what I really would like to see. Just this plan. Anyway, let me know what you think. Am I just being completely unfairly negative, or not? I'd really be interested to know your thoughts, because it's quite a mix online. Thank you, and sorry for the voice, still a bit hoarse. Thank you.